Okay, Tim, I think I'm seeing a 383. Is that what this is?
So it is a 383 car.
Okay.
So the whole idea with this was, it was originally a low deck block 383. So we took that out, we boxed it up, we put it to the side, made sure that we kept that intact because it was a numbers matching car. And then we actually went and found a low deck block out of an RV, a 400 block, and we bored and stroked it to a 500. But we wanted it to look as stock as possible. So even though it's got aluminum heads and an Edelbrock intake, you know, we searched for a long time to find the stock appearing valve covers and painted everything orange, even used a very traditional style looking air cleaner, even though we cheated it. You know, it's open underneath and drilled out in the back so we can get the airflow. A lot of people would look at that and say, oh, it's a 383 with, oh, it's got headers on it. Okay.
Right. Very cool. And I gotta say, I mean, what other Detroit CEO has a hot rod that he built himself? You know, this is very cool, Tim, that you do this. You know, you're a car guy through and through.
So I'd love to tell you I built it myself, and I did a lot of work, but realized early on that some of the things were really outside of my capability. The car was a little rougher than we originally thought, so I have never been a bodywork guy, so you know, we had to do some things. We had to put a new trunk pan in it and things like that. But I do enjoy working on the car a lot. Did do a lot of work to the car, but again, the whole idea, even from the Magnum wheels, tried to make it look as stock appearing as possible. I wanted to show you one thing on the engine compartment. You know, we talked about how the whole intent was to make it look as stock appearing as possible, but when you have a 500 cubic inch motor, it's got to breathe. So what we did was we ordered about 15 different base plates.
Okay,
yeah, you can take that up. About 15 different base plates so that we could find one that was just slightly undersized, ran a K&N, and actually drilled out the back of the assembly. So it will flow like an open element filter, but yet it looks very stock while it's on the car.
I see. So basically smaller diameter. I see. Very tricky. Very tricky. Well, that's great. So the 500-inch motor breathes great. How's the inside look?
You know, we carried the theme all the way through the interior as well. Tried to keep that as stock appearing as possible. But, you know, any car guy, you got to have a couple little tweaks in there. You know, got to have some tunes, got to have something to cruise around with. So let me show you the inside.